So on the last stream, I implemented health bars, and I did that by making the health bar an entity in the entity component system. I did that because the health bar has a timer associated with it, and I didn't really think too much harder beyond that. I think the correct way to do it in my super simple case is just to not have the health bar be an entity, but rather have it be a component. So we are going to get rid of initialize health bar. I'm going to add a new component, and I think what the new component is going to be called is like damage taken or something like this. And it's going to be a transient indicator that some damage was taken. So it'll just be a timer for now. Nobody has a has equals true for damage taken yet. And that's exactly what we want, because when damage is taken, instead of creating a health bar, we will add a health component. So if we do destroy the nested EV, it no longer has a health bar. Essentially, I don't need to capture a static snapshot of the health at the time that damage was taken. I just need something with a cooldown that indicates that damage was taken recently. And this is going to be a signal to the rendering engine to draw a health bar. We don't need to capture off health here. Instead, we will just say nested EV damage taken prop, not prop, but rather has. Has is true. And so now we set the time left on the timer, because right now damage taken is just a timer. We're going to set that to the animation attack cooldown. So this way the health bar displays as long, the same amount of time as an attack does. Because we have a new timer, we're going to have to come back up to the loop for the entities that updates the timers. We'll say if EV damage taken has, then we'll also update the timer here. And then we also need to check here for a damage taken. If damage taken, if the timer expired essentially, similar to what we're doing here with the timer expiration checks for the attacking animation for the player and the enemies, we can get rid of health bar. If the timer has expired, then we set has to false. So if EV damage taken has, then update timer, and then if EV damage taken prop left seconds is less than or equal to 0.0, then we just disable or set this, we no longer have this property. As is false. We do not need to create a health bar entity or add a new health bar or do anything with the position. Now we just set this on the player. So we say player damage taken has is true. And again, the left seconds on the damage taken timer will be the animation attack cooldown in seconds. So damage taken is not an, oh, you need to update the entity view, right? Damage taken is damage taken entity index. Now if I run this, it's still attacking, but we don't have any health bar visualization. So we have removed the health bar for now. So now we need to go back to render entity with facing direction. So we might as well just handle rendering of the health bar above us in the same routine. And now what we look at here is if EV damage taken has. If we have a damage taken component, then we're just going to draw a little health bar over ourselves right now. Okay, this is not quite rendering correctly. Dist y is going to be, the plus 13 is correct, but we also need to subtract a tile height. Atlas tile height pixels. So that'll fix the vertical offset issue. And now we need to render the health bar tile itself. So what we'll do here is just nab this basically. See if I can remember how Vim works. That's it, big Atlas index health bar, entity screen position in pixels, and we need to subtract a tile. And so I'll basically take this and I'll say that it's this guy, entity screen position pxy minus the tile height pixels. We'll move it up one tile. It feels kind of weird to do that directly with pixel offset instead of tile indices. If we do that, dest now has the offset set to it, so it's going to be the dest y plus our 13 pixel offset. We'll build this and run it. And there we go. Now we do have the background for health. And you'll see, so I'll attack once. When I attack twice, he will get a health bar over his head, but we basically don't see it because the entity is despawned. There's some more refactoring I think that we could do, but I think this is a much cleaner situation now than having the health bars be an entity. They're now just a component and they're a transient component. So I think that that's fine. Thanks so much, and I hope to catch you next time. Peace.